Let's see if we can find some buying opportunities in the stock market today. Tesla is up $2.64, 1.36%, closed at 197.41. Post-market, we are down by 55 cents. So let's look at what we have here on the chart. And I'm going to repeat it again. February 15th, we had a buy impulse. Yeah, it caved in. It caved in a lot. Myself, I got tapped out because of that move down. I had set my stop loss at 191.46. It's always good to set the stop loss on a previous support a little bit lower. You can set it as soon as we are breaking 194.35, which was the buy impulse number. This is very tight, but sometimes I do it very tight. But you can also put the stop loss just a little bit further down, but instead of using a 10% number, a 5%, instead of using an arbitrary number, I tend to prefer using a previous support and resistance that was used in the past. And in this case here at 191.46, there was one, but this one got broken on the 1-hour chart also. So this is why I tapped out. Then when it came back up right here, it caved in and we had this downward channel. This was the usual behavior within a downward channel, is that we are caving in each time we are reaching the resistance. We caved in also on Wednesday at 3:30. We caved in the next day at 10:30 on Thursday. But then today, we are not caving in anymore. This means that our original impulse is becoming valid again. On the 1-hour chart, we have stochastic over 60, and we have broken back up at this 194.35. When things like this happen, I got back in, but I'm a bit more concerned because we were stopped at 255. So 255 is going to be the next resistance that we need to break. We can legitimately move up and down between 194.35 and 255. But 255 is now the number to beat. And you can also wait for the 255 before getting back into Tesla. It's a perfectly reasonable thing to do. On the daily chart, we don't have stochastic over 60 yet. We are at 59 and 38. Here we were at 59 and 45. I still called it, but this time right here, I'm considering a buy on the 1-hour chart as the trigger. So on the 1-hour chart, we have the buy. We don't have it. Specifically here on the daily chart because we don't have stochastic. There. So we'll see what is going to happen tomorrow and next week. Let's take a look at the VIX. So VIX is coming down. We had 2 days with high VIXs. So now the VIX is coming down a little bit, down 5%. We are below 1485, and we hope that it continues a bit lower so that it's going to give some breathing room in the stock market. 10-year bonds want to go higher but have a hard time going higher. 4.328 is the resistance. US dollar going down. We like to see this. We have lost stochastic over 60. We should be able to reach 102.756. Now let's take a look at the stock indices. Stock indices, Dow Jones. Wow, great move for Dow Jones. Until it breaks this support line, it's going higher. This is what it's supposed to do. S&P 500, wow, very, very strong S&P. We have this big bullish channel right here, and we just broke above it. Look at this here. We had a hard time breaking that red line, that resistance line. We tried on February 9th. We tried on February 16th, and now, boom, we have succeeded. So that's very interesting. NASDAQ is into its bullish channel also. This one is continuing. We came outside a little bit yesterday, but now we are back in. People were worried about the Fed minutes, and basically that said pretty much nothing. And people were looking also for NVIDIA's earnings to be shown, and they have been shown, and everything is super great. I think this is giving a little bit of hope to people. So this is why things are up. VIX is coming down. Let's take a look at our EV stocks, how they are faring. So BYD, we are still waiting for it to break 24.48 before getting back in. We need Stochastic also to confirm. Rivian, cataclysm for Rivian. This is pretty bad. Big move down. So we are down 25%. What has happened there? So Rivian had an earnings call. And if we look at this here, earnings, just a little bit of a miss on earnings. In terms of revenue, we have a beat. And it's not a big miss. So it's a 0.84% miss, but this cratered the stock, but it did not invalidate our support. Look at this. It did not invalidate it. So this is fine by us, We maybe are going to get another opportunity to get back in here at some point. Xpeng going sideways, and it's going to have to make a decision here. Look at how it is minding the two lines. This one right here, this one right here. It's really stuck between these two. And it's going to have to resolve it. If not tomorrow, I would say Monday. NIO going sideways, nothing to see here. Apple. Okay, so Apple, we are bouncing nicely. We are up 1%. This is not too big. So we are into a short-term downward channel. So short-term, we are going down like this until we break this. So for me to get back into Apple, I would have to wait for of this one at 187.08 and Stochastic over 60, of course. And then at this point, we could get back in at 187 something to catch a ride until 196 at the least. Amazon, strong Amazon also. So there's a very tight congestion zone right here. We tried to break it, broke it February 9, but cave back in. I should adjust this right here. So the resistance, to be more sure, is 175.27. Meta wants to break 485.79. Frederick Nade came back down, so we'll see what happens. Microsoft going sideways. NVIDIA had a big move, 16% up, $110 a share. So this stock is absolutely fantastic. Look at my video on January 8th. We had a buy right here. We did not know if it was going to just bounce here because we had a bullish channel, but this one continued like crazy and is still continuing like crazy. I got back into NVIDIA with the call. ARM going sideways. I'm going to adjust this here. This better reflects reality like this. So above 137.35, this would be a buy. So Palantir started to cave back down. Now it's moving back up. So we have regained the congestion zone. We are into this bullish channel right here. Big bullish channel that sometimes gets divided into two. And we have a hard time breaking this middle line. We'll see what happens tomorrow. A break of 25.52 would mean that we should be continuing. AMD going sideways. Physical gold sideways. Silver weakening. Bitcoin going sideways. Ripple also with some weakening. Neo battery materials. So outside of the bullish channel right now, this one is a little bit less strong. And Novomont Graphite, pretty much even Steven, and we are really using 251 as the base support. We have buyers coming in right here, right here, right here. So far it seems to be holding. If we go lower than 251, that's a sell. And we have something new here. We have Novonix, the company that helped Tesla test their battery cells. The guy from Nova Scotia and everything. So this is his company. He's selling testing equipment, and also he seems to be selling some graphite, if I understand correctly. So, we have a break here. We have a break. They signed an agreement with Panasonic Energy, very important player. They signed an agreement on February 8th, just right here, and then it was at 160 at that point. Now it's stopped at 231 for a couple of days, and now buyers are pushing it higher. This is a buy impulse. We don't know how far this is going to go. In theory, it could be reaching this side of the bullish channel. It could be reaching $3, 340, 350. We don't know. But when there is a buy impulse like this, we can use that information to indicate that there is an imbalance between the buyers and sellers, and it's the buyers that are winning. So why not join the buyers? If you want to join the buyers, it's the time right now. So let's see how Tesla recovers. Of course, the other EVs are not doing that great. I'm thinking about Rivian. We'll see what's going to happen with Tesla. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you